Welcome to the Miskatonic Playhouse and Act 3 of The Yellow Death. I'm T.A. Newman, your host. My team and I will be bringing to life cosmic tales using the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, which contains mature themes, horror, character death, and loss of sanity. Our mystery can be found in the Miskatonic repository, where people like you and me can write scenarios for other players. We're proud to have this episode of the Miskatonic Playhouse sponsored by the Storytelling Collective, who provide an excellent course on scenario writing, which many of the team have taken to help improve their writing skills. Last time, our investigators uncovered parts of the hospital and the death that occurred there. Staff seemed to know the secret behind the hospital, but the team began to experience strange visions of a putrid lake in a distant land. Visions that wanted to drag them down. Now it's time to pull back the curtain and roll the dice. Keeper, the stage is yours.
It is not water, it is a lake of phlegm. Just like all the spittoons just had been collected in some sort of horrific mucus-like yellow phlegm. It is up to your neck now, and you know what you have to do. You're about to go down when you wake up on your back in the mess hall. A sanity test, please.
Of course. Would be my pleasure. 94.
Well, 1d6, please.
All right. That's a 1. So
That's a 1. That's
more mercies.
Perfect. You collect yourself. You feel quite shaken, but that's all right. After all, it's just people playing with their food. It should be just fine. Just fine.
Just doing my breathing exercises. I just felt faint for a moment. I'm okay, everyone.
You still feel like your lungs are being taken. You kind of want to cough a little, but it's all right. You have your spittoon with yourself. Chris, it is time for you to do a luck roll just to see if someone notices that you don't have your spittoon with you.
$22, pass.
Perfect. No one is asking. No one can see that. On everything.
It's actually a hard success.
Oh, fantastic. Then we are open to whatever you want to for the afternoon.
Can I steal someone else's spittoon?
Yes, of course you can do that. That's something that you were used to do in your past. Just one thing. For the afternoon, I'm going to try to speed things up slightly. Just tell me roughly what you want to do for the afternoon, and then we can move along things.
I think we're going to the theater.
You're going to the theater?
As a group,
yeah.
Perfect. Amazing. Fantastic. So that's going to be the first activity for the afternoon. You know that there is a schedule, and that's not what is, asked of you. Just after the lunch, you're supposed to go to heliotherapy, and then there's the noon walk outside, and then you would have creative time. That's pretty much what it is supposed to be, but you can do whatever you want. You're part of the fifth ward, and you can just not respect the orders that you have been given.
As a group, if anybody questions us about anything that we're doing on our way to the theater, we say that we were on our way to heliotherapy. Being new here, there are multiple heliotherapy rooms and sessions and things. We can plead a little bit of confusion there and finding our way.
I think I would like to also check out the heliotherapy room on the first floor, because I was thinking that it might be a good place for me to be able to get out somehow. If we do need to break out, that's another option. So I do want to go over there.
Yeah, of course. So lunch is over now, and most people are being wheeled or are walking towards a different heliotherapy room. Within each heliotherapy rooms, you have a lot of nurses and orderlies. They're wheeling people around. They're looking they're just watching other people, I guess. They don't want any trouble. It is supposed to be a quiet time. It is about feeling the warmth of the sun, cleansing your body, on helping you to get stronger now. So it is quiet at that time. You are going to the theater. Um, there's two people there um, that it seems don't really respect the schedule on who are working. They are scribbling over some papers right now. They don't see you. They seem absorbed by what they're doing right now. Writing.
I'll maybe go around them and I'll check out backstage. Do you want to use one to, I don't know, distract them while I go have a wee, see if I can find anything?
I'll go and check out what they're writing. I don't mind taking a peek and keeping them occupied.
First, Chris, do you want to steal one of the spittoons?
Yes, actually, I'm going to try and steal Arthur's spittoon.
Great, fantastic.
Well, I hope you get whatever I have.
Oh yeah, God, no, they're still Arthur's.
So then, Chris, you're welcome to try and roll to see if you actually do that.
I rolled an extreme 8 out of 50. So
is this an opposed roll of any kind, or am I just in the mercy of the
tuberculosis roll?
Arthur, I'm gonna suppose that you're not especially looking for thief right now, and because it is an extreme success, I'm just gonna let Chris steal your spittoon. Next time you're looking for it, next time you wanna cough, you will realize you don't have it anymore. So we have Chris stealing the spittoons and trying to look around backstage, and the rest of you is talking to them from what I got.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Connor's going to go with Sophia to speak to the people.
Mm-hmm. So, Chris, backstage, you can find a few props on some texts lying around. The dialogues don't really make sense. It feels like it is patched up together by different writers. They're mostly talking about succession and looking for heir to the throne. That's what you gather actually reading it.
I'm going to gather it all up to take back to the others so they can have a wee look through it.
Props wise, there is a big throne, and that's pretty much it. What about you? So yeah, you go and talk to them. When they hear you coming, they hide their papers. They hide what they were writing, and they're asking you, "What are you doing here? Who are you guys?"
Well, we're new patients here. I heard you were putting on a whole new play. I was very excited to know more about it.
Yes. We are putting on a play. Yes. It is a secret because it's not ready yet.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of trying to, spoil the play for myself. But I just wanted to know a bit more. Like, when is this play going to be airing?
Now, Sophia. She is quite the contemptible writer. She is she's very modest, but she is a glorified literary example. Are you sure you can't squeeze someone in to have a little look, little edit, little tidy up of your work there?
Oh, you're too kind. I mean, these gentlemen couldn't possibly want my help.
You're writing, you said.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you're looking for ideas?
Well, no, I just need.
I bloody hope you're not looking for ideas, because those ideas they're mine. And the other one is like, no, they're not yours. They're mine. No, they're mine. And they start arguing, and they will hit each other in a few seconds.
Oh, gentlemen, calm down. I wasn't looking to start a fight.
I'll squeeze in between them.
Yes. I need to calm down. I don't want to. No, yeah. It's gonna be all right. Yeah. Anyway, I know the truth. I am the main writer of the play. Well, you can say that to yourself. I know the truth as well.
Well, this is Arthur Strand, because I heard he was the main writer of the play. Which one of you is Arthur?
Arthur, well, he wrote the music for the play, and yes, he wrote a bit of the play, but that was a long time ago. We've modified so many things now.
Are you Jeremy?
No, I'm not. Jeremy, he's not coming to the theater anymore.
Where's Jeremy?
Jeremy?
I told he was quite friendly with Arthur, and if he wrote the play, I'm sure Jeremy had something to do with it.
Oh, he was a friend of us. He was always there at the theater with us. But since Arthur died, he's a good boy now. He's taking the sun. But well, what can you say? If he doesn't want to get famous, his fault.
Well, I am hugely anticipated to see this production that you have here coming on. May I ask? And I am not a writer. You have no fear from me. This is purely as a fan of the theater. Where is it you are getting your exceptional ideas from? Is it from each other? Is it from the dreams that you have? Is it from life experiences?
You don't need a psychology role to see that they react when you say dream. They turn to you and they're like, you have them as well? The dreams?
Yeah, I have dreams.
Then you're just like us. You know the truth, right?
About the lake.
Yes, about the lake, and about the king, and about who's gonna be king.
Connor's lying a little bit here. The lake was something obviously he was truthful about, but
because you're being truthful about, there's no need for fast talk or anything. So far, everything is fine.
Yeah, but about the king and
the castle.
Yes, because all the play is in the castle. You can look at the lake through the window. But here, the play is in the castle. They're talking about who's going to be the heir, who's going to be the new king.
And who is? I mean, I'm usually not a fan of spoilers, but I feel like here, having the shared dreams that we have, who is going to be the new king?
Well, we haven't finished writing the play. I mean, we are writing again and again. Sometimes we need to modify things. But we'll see who's the king. He'll be there at the end. We know it. Because everyone is faking things. Some people, they have fake identities. They lie. They come in the castle. They think they're so clever, but they will be discovered. We know that they were lying.
We do, don't we? And
Yes.
when we find them out,
when we all rip off our mask and when we reveal who was lying and who wasn't lying, we will know who is the king at that time.
Sophia is totally lost at this point, having never experienced anything, and she's like, king, lake. She starts sort of like backing off nervously, like, because she knows that there's a conversation happening and that she has no idea what it's about.
She thinks she's a writer, but she doesn't understand. It is so witty, and it is so true. The truth. That's what we're looking for in the art. It is the truth. Yes, we are all looking for the truth inside the writing and inside the art, in the paintings as well. Mr. Pesci, oh well, he doesn't really understand Mr. Pesci, but he's glad. He's glad we're working. We're working well. We are doing art. We are looking for the truth.
Is Mr. Pushing? Is he pushing this play? Is he involved in the play in whatever capacity?
Mr. Pesci, he doesn't understand, but he's glad.
So he doesn't understand the play. He doesn't understand the need of the play. He's what? Just a he is.
You don't understand the play. You're not part of the writers. We need to work now. Get out.
If I dream more, would you be interested?
They turn to you. If you know the truth, we are interested. And then they turn back and they start writing again.
So who's with us at this point? Is it Sophia, Kyle, and Arthur? Are we all together?
You're all
Thoughtful.
together, and I think that Chris is done with the backstage, so Chris is with you again.
So I will kind of, if we move away from these guys and we move to kind of like the first, second row, kind of just in the aisle, perhaps when we're standing there, I will turn to them and I will kind of say about the craft room. I saw something. I went in there. I felt nauseous. I can tell you, Kyle, I see the look in your eye, boy, and it is not about drink. You see those men there? They are talking about something. They are talking about something that is exceptional, unreasonable, unfathomable. That is what I felt.
I had the dream also.
The Reverend talked about dreams and how the patients were having dreams.
Arthur,
You realize you don't have your spittoon as you're coughing.
Arthur, what is it that you saw?
Has anyone seen my spittoon?
Arthur, concentrate. What is it that you saw?
When I was unwell at the mess hall, I had this vision of a castle and a yellow lake, and I was drowning. I believe perhaps there is something to this infection, and I'm starting to become convinced that I have been infected, and I'm sure it's a strange side effect of whatever virus is going about. But I fear that I now truly do belong in this place. And hearing myself saying that, I would really like it if everyone else please left, because we have been idiots not using masks and infecting ourselves. And there is something truly horrifying happening here. And my only goal here is to protect Sophia, and I have failed.
At which point Cormac does pull out a handkerchief and put it over his nose and mouth.
I just feel there's a lack of faith in all of you.
There's no time for faith anymore. It's just too late. I mean, faith got us here in the first place.
No,
faith
money.
That it would be okay.
Arthur, money got us here.
I'm not here for the money.
Sophia slams her hand down on the table and says, "All of you, snap out of this. Snap out of it right now. The patients, they must be rubbing off on you somehow. We've got a job to do here. Don't forget that."
Sophia, you're looking a bit pale yourself. Are you okay?
I feel fine. I'm not rambling on about kings and lakes and the arts in the writing and whatever the hell they're saying. I should have taken charge earlier. We need to get the information about Arthur Strand, and we need to go. That was our mission.
Is this worth it for you, Sophia? You don't need the money. Why are you risking your life like this? What is it that your father and your family have failed to provide for you?
We're here to help people. That's all
we
we're
can't
here
even help ourselves. There's something big happening here, and we're thoroughly underprepared for this.
Shall we pray then and be prepared?
We are not gonna kneel down and start praying, Kyle.
I found the script they're working on.
Can we
Very good,
see?
Christopher.
That's a long script.
We have been working on it for about 8 years, so.
we Christopher, good boy. We got this script, and we can. Arthur, look at me. We know that we are not talking nonsense when we talk about this lake. We know.
I've not found a lake.
Just keep reading, Christopher. Keep reading. Just keep reading. You'll find the lake.
There's a king, and there's a throne.
Go to the end. Go to the end. Who's the heir?
They haven't written it yet, didn't they say?
Is that an unfinished copy?
You wouldn't be able to put the pages in the right order. You could read them in any order. It would make the same kind of sense, which is nonsense.
Right, they talked about this Carl. You mentioned Jeremy. They talked about Jeremy being in the sun room. We need to scour the sun rooms, the heliographic rooms. We need to find Jeremy. We need to talk to Jeremy.
I met Horace. He knows Jeremy. I think you could ask Horace.
Who's Horace?
Who's Horace?
Who's Horace?
Who's Horace?
Oh, I met him. He's the other one in Ward. You know how there were 2 more people in Ward 5? Well, I kind of met one when I was in the Helio. What's it call it?
The Helio rooms. Yeah. Go on, boy.
And well, he, I think he might know Jeremy. So maybe if we talk to him, we could talk to Jeremy.
2 leads. Horace, Jeremy. We go be scouring the Helio rooms. We're going to find Horace to find out what he knows. Anybody else? Any other leads? What do we got?
Yes.
Dr.
Room
White.
27.
Room 27. Arthur, what's going on in room 27?
It was Arthur's old room. And not
Room 27.
my old Arthur, the dead one.
Arthur Strand.
Yes.
And dare I say, lead number 4 is aptly the 4th floor.
There's also another one. The crematorium, where you'll be burned.
Well, sound like some religious praise there, Carl. Is that an accusation against me, or is that just a general commentary on the bodies here at the sanatorium?
The sanatorium, sir. I would never burn you.
Indeed. I
Unless
could see that
required.
you were staring at me when you said that. Thank you, Carl.
Sophia, can I talk to you for a moment, please, before we
Of course.
move on? He's gonna, like, very gently grab her hands and just look at her, sadness in his eyes. You're not going to listen if I tell you to go, are you?
I'm sorry, but we've got a mission. If everyone's losing their heads, that's not on me. We've got a job to do.
You are, I believe, in true danger, with barely any skills to figure out what's happening here. And I'm sorry to say that, but you're just a young girl. You need someone to protect you, and I don't think I'm well enough to do that anymore, and I can't in good conscience just let you be here. Will you go? And until you go, will you just protect yourself as much as you can?
I'll protect myself, but the fact is we're not getting out of here for 2 days regardless. So I say we find out what we can, and then we all go together.
There is an exit.
An exit?
Christopher found an exit, he said. There is a way to go.
Well, if we go, we should all go. I don't see why I have to go on my own. How is that protecting me?
I only care about you, and I have a feeling that even if I go, I'll just be put right back in here.
You're all so defeatist. Look, there's another lead as well. What about Dr. White? We haven't spoke to Dr. White this whole time.
Dr. White is a powerful man who will not speak with us. I understand that you will not change your mind on this, and you will forgive me if I try everything I can to protect you.
That sounds mildly threatening. Sophia, not quite getting the nuance of it. It's just like, look, we'll stay together. We'll all protect each other.
Just wear a mask.
Okay, and she gets out a handkerchief and puts it over her face.
Can, in the same vein, Cormac just steal Christopher just very quickly?
Christopher, you're a young girl.
You're Connor, by the way. I'm Cormac.
Sorry, Connor. Not Cormac, because that wouldn't be my character. And it'd be wrong of me to take Cormac off to the side.
Have you had one too many drinks?
There's another conversation there. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Connor takes Christopher off to the side, and just kind of seeing Arthur do that with Sophia, there's a bit of a moment there where he kind of recognizes that he should be semi-responsible. And with Christopher, he just kind of says, And he's got his handkerchief over his face. He just goes, Christopher, boy, good man. You see the situation here. You see what's going on. Now you listen to me. Your mother, my sister, she is going to slap me silly unless you get out of here in one piece. You understand?
The sad news is that Chris is an orphan.
Yeah, I'm so sorry because you
a beautiful
your mother's spirit, your mother's guilt, your mother's intention, your mother's deep-seated feeling inside me. I mean, this is a metaphorical conversation, Christopher. How did you not understand this, Christopher? I feel embarrassed for everybody here but me who didn't read those notes. He just kind of says, but you, Christopher, you don't take the same risk as everybody else here. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You're a young man. You got a life to lead. We are all going to be getting out of here, but I just need you to take extra care, extra caution, extra carefulness. You understand what I'm saying here, boy?
I think I do, sir. Yeah, I think I do.
The cards are drawn.
I'm to get I'll get out of Dodge. Don't you worry, sir.
Yeah.
I know what I need to do. Hopefully
when the time is right, when the cards fall, if they ain't in our favor, boy, we hold the fort and you get the hell out.
Chris is like painstakingly making his way through the metaphor. I'll fold my cards, sir, and I'll get out of Dodge.
And you head to Mr. Strand. He is the man with the money. He has paid us. And if we are not all getting out of here, he is paying you 5 times. You understand?
Yes, sir. I get it, and I'll do it. But you, Uncle, you're coming with me.
Indeed, boy, indeed. But I like to hold the fort. You know what I'm saying, boy? You make your way out, and I'll find you on the outside, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good work. I'll lean over and just pat him on the back. And as soon as I see Arthur and Sophia finishing their conversation, I'll pat Chris on the back and then just kind of push him aside and just go, okay, Sophia, we need you. You got the skills we need for this. I need you in here. Let's get in here. You're the boss of this. Let's start running this investigation properly. Sophia, what is our next step?
Sophia's head like steps around. She's like, what? We got to work out this play? I thought we were just trying to find out what happened to Strand.
Okay, 1, play. 2, Strand. Good work, Sophia. You're leading this. We need you here. Good work. Arthur, what about you? What are we doing?
Well, we can go back and check on the room. Perhaps a part of the play could be hidden in Arthur's old room. That could help us put the pieces together.
So play, room 57, sun
27.
Rooms, 27.
27, Connor.
That's
pay
I said,
attention
27.
if you can. Okay. And I'll just I'll need to go to my room for a bit first because I'm not feeling very well.
So we have the play itself. We have room 27. We have the heliotherapy rooms to find Jeremy, Dr. White. Let's stick together. Shall we all? Why don't on our way back to our rooms, Arthur, if you so indignant on taking a break here? I understand it's been a heavy day for us all. Should we spin past the heliotherapy rooms on our way back up?
You have many heliotherapy rooms, and you have one at each floor. So yeah, you can pass many.
Yeah. On our way somewhere, Arthur would like to take a quick detour if he can. Say he'll be back in a second and try to find a phone.
Yeah, of course, no worries at all. By the way, because you've been here for a while now, and because you've been through these corridors, and because you've seen the building, there is something that you all notice now. There's some plumbing on every damn wall that you see. It looks like there's some sort of. It looks pretty recent, I guess. I mean, at least it doesn't look old. It looks a little newer than the rest. But there's this kind of weird plumbing that has been added to every wall that you see.
As in piping?
Yeah, as in piping.
Does anyone have any plumbing?
Mech repair, yeah.
So we have Art going back to his room, I think.
I was gonna check for a phone. Is
Yeah,
that
that is
in that
something which
direction?
is perfectly possible. You could go and ask a nurse about it if you want to.
Yeah. But like inconspicuously. There we go.
And you will be told that if you need to make a phone call, it is something that is quite possible. That you will be monitored, of course, because we can't leave you alone in a room talking to some stranger or weird people, and we don't know what you would tell them and stuff like that. So someone will be with you, but apart from that, you can phone anyone.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do, I assume who you're gonna call. So if you want, you can do that.
Yep.
Perfect. Do you want to reassure them? How? What is the play here? What are you telling them?
I'm assuming we have code words.
I mean, it's not the first time you call them and you don't want to be understood. So yeah, there's a few things that that you can say which will be understood.
Okay.
We're definitely not all listening incredibly intently at this point, having no idea what's going on here.
So are you calling for help or?
Yeah, not help per se, but I will say
things are getting rough.
The limit has been reached.
Okay.
The ferret needs to return to the base.
Great.
Krish, you're the ferret.
Oh no.
So that's fine. It is heard, but at the same time, the person you're talking to is, of course, worried when you say that. Ask you if there's something that needs to be done now, or is that something that we'll talk about in the coming days?
We need a pickup.
Okay. Do you have an address?
Potentially.
Yeah.
With resistance.
Yeah.
And then I'll say the address of the sanatorium.
Of course. Mm-hmm. The person you're talking to tells you that he will do everything he can, and he can do many things, and you should hear the results of his actions pretty soon.
Thank you. Over.
No, Arthur. That's me who is thankful. You have been kind enough to take that duty on yourself, and you're doing God's work here. You have been a guardian angel, and I am thankful, grateful.
And I am afraid I don't have much time left, so thank you.
Arthur, don't say that. Don't say that, Arthur.
I know I can be dramatic, but this time I mean it.
You'll be back to your ledgers in no time, and I trust you. You've been amazing.
Just take care of Sophia.
I trust you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Great. And during that time, are we heading for Jeremy? Are we heading for Arthur's room? What do you want to do?
So has Arthur gone rogue? Arthur's gone off on their own?
Arthur is not going to be here during the next 20 minutes.
Do we all go together or do we break into twos? I'm sorry. Do we all go together or do we all break into twos here? Cover ground.
I think we should. If I know where Horace looks like, so if I can find him for you, maybe we can use him to find Jeremy. I think that's a good play here, sir.
If you and Sophia wouldn't mind finding Horace, that would be a mighty fine thing. I was just hoping I could just show Kyle something just momentarily, and we'll catch you on the 5th floor immediately.
Chris nods and gestures to Sophia.
Good boy.
Sophia goes along with it. At least it's going somewhere that's like clues rather than people rambling on about weird plays and things that she's just like, why is everyone losing their shit after like 4 hours of being in this mental asylum?
So Chris and Sophia are going to try to find Horace. What about Connor and Kyle?
I'm taking Kyle to see something.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Well, sir, if you must.
Perhaps in more ways than one, but very specifically in the craft room.
Yeah, all good.
Bastard.
But without telling him. I'm saying to Carl that I have something that he needs to see, and that it's very much for him to experience.
You arrived at the craft room. There is someone there. He looks like an old man in his 60s. He has quite a nice trimmed beard. He's cleaning a few things. When he sees you coming in, he turns to you and he's like, "Oh, I don't think I have the pleasure to know you. I'm Mr. Pesce. Who are you?"
Mr. Burgess, I've been waiting to make your acquaintance. Carl, go and have a look around, enjoy the paintings, really take them in, really look at the sculptures, really enjoy yourself, get as much in tune with it as you can, my friend.
Okay, sir, I'll definitely do that. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Kyle, you know what's in there. I'm gonna ask you for a sand roll.
Sure.
I know this sounds really sadistic. I'm not doing this to Carl to hurt him. I'm doing it for his understanding, just in case. I'm sure someone's going to be listening going, wow, what a douchebag. My intention isn't to destroy your mind.
Yeah, that's 37 over 40, so I pass.
I can assure you that it's not just listeners that necessarily think you're being a douchebag anymore.
And the next thought is...
Sorry, not just the audience, all the players as well.
Yeah.
And the keeper.
And the next thought is whatever you need to tell yourself, Newman. Where's my
hip flask? Where's my hip flask?
I think it's true to character, gotta say. I think it's true to character.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sophia.
Okay, so Kyle, you do find everything quite disturbing. Not as disturbing as Connor makes it to be. It is weird. It is quite alien in many ways. You find it weird that this is the direction the art team is going. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense. I mean,
yes.
You've talked to the theater people, at least 2 of them. When you hear people talking like that, this doesn't really seem so far off.
Yeah, they're expelling demons here. So
in your eyes, yeah, it is quite maybe not a trip directly to hell, but it is in that direction.
Yes. Sometimes you've got to free them to realize they're really angels, sir. Freeing you from this earth.
Are you not seeing the are you not seeing the vision the vision that they had?
It is reminiscence of Bosch. I think that was 16th century, sir.
This is something slightly different than the traditional Dante's Inferno here. This is like an alien place.
Well, it's amateur work. Let's be honest.
I mean, amateurs. Our artists in residence are doing quite well, wouldn't you say so yourself? I mean, it is quite shocking and troubling in many ways, but I mean, they are quite talented. You can't deny it.
Mr. Percy, I believe was it Percy?
Yeah, it is. Michael. He shakes your hand. It doesn't look like he's afraid of the illness or anything.
Connor, this is Kyle. Michael, what is it? Can you explain to me a little bit about what's going on here and these paintings, sculptures, things? What was there like a stimuli that everybody was responding to, or was this like a free will? thing?
I mean, I wouldn't want to joke about those kind of things, but it looks like some sort of. I mean, it's spreading in their mind. I mean, one began to draw those kind of things and paint those kind of things, and everyone seemed to be attuned to it. As they drew inspiration from each other, and now they're all doing those kind of stuff.
Is he convinced of what he's saying, or is he bullshitting us?
You don't need a psychology roll. He looks perfectly honest here.
So you believe one person drew this landscape with this here lake, with this here buildings and whatnot behind it. This person over here was making this sculpture here. This twisted man or woman bending, twisted in ways.
I recognize it is weird, and I recognize that it is disturbing. But we are talking about people who are ill, who are suffering. Of course, death and pain is something that is gonna, inspire them in what they create. I'm not really surprised. I've been a war reporter when I was active. I've been to many places. I've seen horrible and gruesome things. Even in gruesome things, you can find beauty somehow.
I apologize, my heated response there. I absolutely agree. Mr. Poshi, are you aware of the play that's been written here for the theater?
I mean, I've seen the patients going on about writing a play, but from what I gathered from a certain distance, it looks like they're not going to be done anytime soon. They keep rewriting the whole thing.
And why is it they keep writing? Are they writing an ending and then rewriting it? Is that what's happening here?
No, the whole play. I mean, I think that they're all fighting each other on what is supposed to go inside the play and what they should cut. So they write some things and they strike it out. It's just, it's creativity, but it's not organized creativity.
Sir, I feel this is a cry for help. Do you want to paint something? Get it out. Express those demons.
You speaking to me, Percy?
Yes, sir.
I have a different method of expelling my demons, Percy, that I think you are well aware of.
Well, use your spittoon if you're doing that.
Thank you, Mr. Percy. Just one moment, sir. One moment, and I kind of take us to the side. I understand what you're saying here. This isn't about me. This play, these paintings, and I point over at the landscapes, and then I point over at the sculptures. These sculptures, these are products of whatever is going on here. These are products of whatever is going on here. But they are not the result of what's going on here. We need to get up on that fourth floor. We need to get up on that fourth floor, and we need to get a nose about.
Understood, sir.
I need to know, me and you, we're on the same team here.
We are. We'll get you up there, sir.
It's not about me getting up there with my problems. We'll deal with that. And if you support me in this, I promise you, after this, if you want me to go to church, I will go to church. I'm telling you now.
All right, I'm convinced. Tell me what to do, sir.
I was actually lying to him then, just in case. Keeper, that's a needed thing. I just, it's like a persuade thing. Like I just want him to be on side. I'm not going to church. But I'm sure.
Well, Graeme, it's up to you. Do you wanna roll psychology, or do you just wanna believe him?
I think Kyle would believe him because it's the first time he's ever get offered that. So I think he could go along with him.
That sounds good to me. Perfect.
Yeah. Connor's under pressure. So he's like, yep, I will go to church, but now is not the time. We are on the clock. We are on the job. We got to get up to that fourth floor. Let's head back up. So where did we say we were going to meet Sophia and Chris? Was it up on the fifth floor?
I think that you all said that you were gonna try to gather at the heliotherapy room later on.
Yes. So let's get up there. Let's get up to the heliotherapy room. Let's meet those other guys. We got a group discussion that needs to happen.
And so we are going towards Sophia and Chris right now. You back to the 5th floor, I guess?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Are you gonna knock on Horace's door?
Yes.
That sounds fair, and that sounds quite simple. You knock, and you hear Horace's voice being like, can't you just leave me the bloody hell alone?
It's hi. It's Chris from earlier.
The door opens, and you see Horace. He's half naked. I mean, he doesn't have a shirt. He was probably taking a nap or something. And he's like, "Oh, you have a lady with you? Hi."
Oh my. Well, hi there.
Hi there.
She's like putting it on like she's interested, but.
Well, Chris, I'm happy to see that you did listen to me. You didn't go for one of the nurse, and you found yourself a patient. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, Horace, the other patient on ward 5, is he called Jeremy?
Yeah, he's he. He is.
What does he look like?
Long hair, brown, glasses, and he looks like you could just like slap him and he would die.
Oh, okay, that's slightly odd. All right, yeah, no, thank you. Is he in the can you see him in the heliotherapy room? Just like over there, because we got the big in.
He'll probably be like 2nd floor or 3rd floor. He prefers to be with people.
Oh, right. That's actually really useful. Thank you kindly. That was actually, yeah, thank you kindly, Horace. It was lovely seeing you. I'm gonna head on down there now. Sophia?
It's a pleasure, and if you have any other chicks you want me to meet, don't hesitate.
Sophia like here's chicks, and she goes, chicks. Oh, well, come on, Mr. Horace. I've got to ask. My friend Chris here says that you're not a fan of Mr. White. Can you tell me why that is?
White. He's useful. That's what I'm gonna tell you. He's a useful fool.
Useful how?
Persuade or charm, maybe. If you want.
I'm gonna go for charm. She's
Great.
really like, opening her eyes wide and making us getting closer into him. 48 out of 75. Success.
Well, you see, Miss, Dr. White, he's a simple man. I'm also a simple man. I want things, I know things, and so Mr. White has to do what I want. That's how it works in life. You just gotta listen. You gotta look around. Then you understand, and if you understand, well, then everything clicks.
And what is it that you want?
Well. Many things, but I'm sorry, I already have someone at the moment.
Well, I didn't mean like that. But I mean, it sounds like you have business dealings with Mr. White. I mean, you make it sound like you're running this place.
I'm not running the place, but I do use it. The 5th ward is a good place to take a break.
A break from what?
Break from the world. I don't want to be found right now. And the sanatorium is a good way to spend a little time being comfortable, and no one is going to be looking for me here. That's what it is.
Well, we won't bother you any longer. Thank you for your time, Horace.
And anytime, Miss. Anytime.
Chris and just raises her eyebrows like kind of thing, and then
he'll close the door now and leave you to your own things.
Interesting guy. Thank you for introducing me.
Yeah, but at least now we know what Jeremy looks like, and I figure second or third floor we can do that. So let's go searching.
Let's go.
I'm gonna assume that the phone call is done as well. We can all gather to the heliotherapy room if that works for you.
Which one? The one on the second floor? I thought we were going to the 5th floor. Are we going to different heliotherapy rooms?
I'm just gonna assume that you might go to the 5th floor in the first place and see no one, and then head to the 3rd floor where you can all gather and find Jeremy if you want to.
Cool.
That sounds exactly what I want to do.
That's perfect then. You're going to this heliotherapy room. People are just lying in the sun. Some look bleak, some look quite healthy, but they're all calm. Orderlies and nurses are patrolling the room, checking that everybody is just taking the sun and don't get excited. I'm gonna ask Arthur for a luck roll because he doesn't have a spittoon with him.
I was planning on like going and telling them that someone stole it and I forgot. 48 out of 56. I pass.
Fantastic. No one is going to ask you anything about that right now. They will assume that it is in your pocket somewhere. Just don't cough in front of them, but you should be fine. You find someone fitting the description given by Horace. He's on the side by himself. You're coming to him, I assume.
Excuse me. Are you, sir? Are you Jeremy?
Yeah, I am. Who's
Hi.
asking?
I was a friend of Arthur Strand.
You see his eyes lighting up. He's like, "Oh, you're a friend of Arthur." That he's,
I'm told you were his friend.
He was a dear friend of mine.
Oh, I'm so glad. I've got some friends who are wanting to know more about him. Do you mind if they come and talk to you?
Yes, of course, you're welcome. So you all gather around Jeremy?
I bring my team over. I awkwardly look around.
So you're all friends of Arthur? What are you all doing here? Are you all sick?
Some of us, I think.
Some of you, but what about the others? What are you doing here if you're not sick?
We are all here, but we were recommended here by Arthur's brother.
Oh, Jeremy.
Indeed, and he referred us to here. Arthur had an amazing time. Arthur talked about you.
Oh, Arthur talked about me? That's nice of him. I've never met Jeremy myself. I mean, I met Arthur here at the sanatorium, but he talked about his brother a lot. He loved him.
What was your relationship with Arthur? You sound like you were very close.
He was a really good friend of mine. I mean, it's harsh now that he's gone. I mean, you know, we were creating things together. You know, he wrote the music for the play. He was writing poems. You feel like he's kind of closing on you. There's some things that he doesn't really want to talk about. But yeah, no, we were good friends.
Connor's kind of nudging everybody else around him, just at a bit of a loss, but just kind of nudging Carl and Arthur and Sophia, Chris, just nudging someone on the arm, kicking someone on the back of the leg, just kind of giving the signal to everybody, just basically going, go, ask questions, go.
Yeah, Sophia like goes, Jeremy, did you have a lot to do with the writing of the play about the king and the lake?
I mean, I wasn't like a big part of it. I was in it because Arthur was in it. But it is quite a fascinating tale, isn't it?
Well, I believe so, but do you not have anything to do with it anymore? Why is that?
No. You can all roll for psychology here.
5 extreme success, 5 out of 50.
Got a hard success. 40 out of 60.
There's an extreme success. He's afraid. He's scared. It looks like it might be related to the fact that Arthur is dead now. He's clearly out of all the creative and artistic process because he fears that what did happen to Arthur might happen to him. No, it's just with Arthur, being away. I don't really like those things anymore.
Hey, we're all friends here, and we're just talking amongst ourselves, Jeremy. You got nothing to worry about with us.
I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried at all. I'm fine.
How long was he in the 4th floor?
A few days.
Not long at all.
Did you go and visit him on the 4th floor?
You're not allowed to, and I don't think I want to. On the 4th floor, if you're going to the 4th floor, then you're pretty much already dead.
Do you know what happened? Was there something that happened that led him to the 4th floor? Was there an event? Confrontation?
If you want him to talk about it, you might need a persuade or charm or intimidation if that's the road you want to take.
I can do a persuade unless someone else wants to.
You go for it. You were leading this. You go for it.
The truth is we've been sent here by Arthur's brother to try and figure out what happened to him. And as you probably also do, we worry that it will also happen to other people, or perhaps it already has happened to other people. And those people could be us. Anything you could do to help us. If there's anything we can do, if there's anything I know it's a long shot, but we could save people's lives by stopping whatever it is they're doing.
Phaedra, you can take a bonus die for this persuade roll.
Thank you.
You told them that you were investigating Arthur's death. You trusted him with information. He wants to trust you as well.
Let's see. Damn, those are bad rolls. Let's see. I got a 73 out of 40. Can I push it? Can I push it?
Yeah, you can. I will push it. I perfectly know what's gonna happen if you fail. It's perfectly fine. You can.
Can I keep my bonus die?
You can.
Can I push it by breaking down and starting to cry?
Yes, quietly, but yes.
Quietly. And I lost my spittoon as well. 33.
Please don't make too much noise. The nurses and the elderly don't like when we make too much noise.
It's been such a difficult time for all of us.
It has been rough for me as well. With Arthur, I told the Reverend about it, but we had the same dreams.
The lake.
The lake's are drowning, especially the drowning.
Yes, the drowning.
When Arthur just he told me that the sickness was a gift. He told me that because of the sickness he could write again better. He told me that I still have his letters. I hid them in his room, under the mattress. He was taking notes. He was saying that it was some sort of. I mean, he was feeling sicker and sicker, and he was losing his mind. But at the same time, he felt more powerful than he ever was. When he was sent to the fourth ward, I understood that he went too far. He went too far. I don't want to finish like him. I don't want to finish into the fourth ward. You don't get out of the fourth ward. I just want to get out. I just want to get out. I don't want to end up like Arthur.
Hey, Jeremy.
You have a few
it's
orderlies
okay.
coming towards you and be like, is everything all right?
Yeah, we're just rehearsing a scene from the play that Jeremy used to be writing about. He's doing a fantastic job. Man, well done, Jeremy. Well done.
Please, no clapping here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the rules.
Apologies. I meant, well done, Jeremy. Well done.
Awesome.
My mistake. I apologize.
That's Connor, is that it?
Yes.
He takes out a small notebook and a small notepad. And he's writing your name. I'll remember.
Sorry, did I say Connor? I meant Kyle.
Yeah, right. Right. He's leaving now. He has your name.
I'll just pass Connor a Bible.
Where do you keep it?
Everywhere.
It's a pocket Bible.
Can I lean over to Jeremy and just say, Jeremy, you are okay. We collectively, including you, boy, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna be okay.
Okay, guys, what I'm gonna propose to you. I'm gonna skip to the night, if that doesn't bother you. I'll play out the first event of the night, and then we'll stop. If that's okay with you. Perfect.
Can I imagine that we've gone at some point to Arthur's old room and got the letters from under his bed?
Yes, of course. And I will give you all those letters.
Oh.
Up.
Oh.
Here we go.
Bedtime reading.
I imagine it would have been Christopher who would have snuck in and got them. And
but it is nothing new in some ways. You've heard about it now.
Can we get Newman reading these letters out?
I'll ask maybe Chris to read one, Graeme to read the second one, and Connor to read the third one.
Nice.
If that works for you, here we go.
Phaedra, do you want to read the second one rather than Graeme?
I read the previous letter, unless
I'll do the second
it
one.
seems fairer.
I'll do it if it needs
Pete,
to be
you do
done.
the second one?
I can do the second one. Yeah.
And I'll read perfect. I'll read the third one. Perfect.
So I'm doing the first one.
Yeah, first one for Chris, second one for Pete, and third one for Newman. Is that all right? Perfect.
11th of November, 1926. Terrible nightmare. Drowning in a black void. Not like water, but heavier, sickly, like a swamp, but living. Strange. Cold and endless, the water expands. No lid, no bottom. Limitless, no, not expanse. No mention of movement like death. Traverse?
20th of November, 1926. Drowning dream again. Air bubbles, sparkling gold in the midst of the blackness of the void. Light sunbeams penetrating the canopy of a dense, dark forest. Bright arcs of yellow dancing. The water is thick, can't describe it. Dense like milk, sick and pre-nurturing. This cradle of life covers me whole. Muse, crossed out. Words and sensations come to me.
7th of the 12th, 1926. Every night now a visit to the depths. Black, sparkling, sickly tinted. Glad, so glad. In the depth, grip, of the endless fathoms muses come and caress. Breath escapes, yet eternal screams fuel my hands like thunderous hail, burst erupting from within, life renewed. Oh, the stars above and below reflected, witness the gate light as it bathes the defeated.
Poem.
Thank you so much. During the rest of the afternoon, so you go to this room, you pick up that, you read that and share it amongst yourself. It is supper time. Once again, people seem agitated and weird, but it's all right, I guess. You are being sent to your rooms and you start sleeping. You sleep well, at least most of you. Sophia, Arthur, you dream. You dream of a sandy beach, a yellow sandy beach. The sand is warm and welcoming. As you walk, the sand is more and more liquid and less solid. With each step, you go further down within the sand. It is not sand anymore, a liquid, bubbly and sticky. The smell. It is the smell of chemicals. The smell of, yes, javel, I guess. The kind of smell you can smell in a hospital. This phlegm is welcoming you in its embrace. Warm, nurturing, and it covers now your whole face. It starts slowly going down inside your airways. You can't breathe, but it is a nice sensation because it is a new life coming to you. You welcome it. As you try to cough it out, and you wake up in the middle of the night. You are in separate rooms. I'm going to ask the five of you to make a listen roll at that point. But because you are awake, Sophia and Arthur, you will get a bonus die on this listen roll.
40 pass.
Got 51 on both, so I'm going to spend one luck to make that a success.
I failed them coughing too loudly to hear anything.
Arthur goes back to sleep, but Chris is awakened by the sound of a truck or maybe a car. You wouldn't be so sure, but the faint sound of this car or truck coming towards the building is waking you up. Sophia, you're awake and you try to see through the window, but within the dark, it's hard to see anything. But you're still listening. You hear muffled voices, maybe. People arguing, people fighting each other, maybe. You don't really know. It comes from the forest anyway. That's certain. That's something you're certain of. Motor noise, some people arguing. It doesn't come from the building itself. It comes from outside. That's what you can hear. And you are the only two who actually achieved? No, you
A
two?
hard success.
Hard success. Perfect.
I got 28 out of 60.
So the three of you are awake and heard that. It is not much in many ways. And I don't know if you wanted to investigate or if you were about to just go back to sleep. But whatever you wanted, you hear a scream just next to you. It is a voice you, Chris, and you, Sophia, recognize. Kyle, you wake up at that point. Arthur, you're not going back to bed at that point because you all hear that scream. It is someone almost screaming for his life. What do you want to do?
Get up.
Yeah.
Someone's in need of help, so I'll go to the door and crack it open and see if there's anyone in the hall. If there's not, I'll pad out and see what I think. It's probably someone getting taken to the 4th floor.
As you open your door, if you're doing the same, you can all see the same thing.
I also reach for my gun first.
Do you have your gun when you're coming out?
Yeah, but not showing.
Okay, not showing, of course. No worries at all.
As we get into the hall, I look quite concerned that Connor has a gun. But yeah.
Yeah, he's Connor holding the gun out and open.
I have it behind my back. I have my gun, but I have it behind my back running out to see what's going on.
I'm just concerned he's got one.
But Sophia can probably see it behind me.
As you open the doors, you can see the same scene. Horace is being taken away. He's screaming on top of his lungs, being like, leave me now. I'm not sick. Leave me. And 2 orderlies are taking him away. Eugene is looking at the scene. He looks extremely satisfied, like a cat who caught a bird. He's really pleased and happy with himself. Horace is being taken away. Eugene is coming to you and be like, go back to your rooms. There's nothing to see here. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. That's just normal procedure. Horace is suffering from a psychotic break. We are bringing him to the 4th ward. As Eugene is telling you that, do you accept to go back to your rooms?
No.
Great.
Has Eugene seen that we've got guns?
No, not so far.
We're hiding the guns.
I mean, you all told me, oh yeah, we're hiding guns and stuff like that. He's not like looking at.
Okay.
He's looking at you as a group. He's like not looking at what you have in your hands and stuff like that. So yeah, no, he's not. Yeah.
Okay.
What does Kyle do? He said no. What does Kyle do?
We know people go to the 4th floor for all kinds of reasons, and the Reverend has been denied access to the 4th floor. I've been asked to facilitate access to the 4th floor, so we can see if everyone's doing okay. I think we better go with him. He's a lost soul. We could help him.
Are you speaking to us or are you speaking to Eugene?
Eugene. Sorry, Sarah, that wasn't clear.
Yeah, tell me that again. You want to go to the 4th floor as well?
Yes.
Oh, is that it, buddy? Well, you must be really, really messed up if you want to go to the 4th floor. But Dr. White signed Horace to go to the 4th floor, not you. If you're feeling unwell, talk to Margaret. As he's saying Margaret's name, you can see the door of Margaret's room opening. She's in some sort of, some nightgown. And when she sees Horace, she's starting to scream. She's like, what are you doing? Leave him be. Leave him be. Don't do that. The orderlies just ignore Margaret. They're pushing her aside. And they just keep going. And she's just begging now. Be like, no, please don't take him. Don't take him now. Don't. Eugene turns to you and be like, stay there. And he goes towards Margaret and is like, calm down, everything's gonna be fine. The doctor, and she's just like, no, doctor, it can't be, Dr. White is making a mistake. Horace is fine. Horace is great. I can't, no, we can't do that.
Chris is looking at Connor and he's like giving him, should we go?
I give Chris the hold sign. I turn to Arthur and Sophia and just very quickly say, maybe go and call down the nurse. She seems a little out of sorts there. And then I turn to Carl and just say, Carl, you have an obligation, a moral obligation to get into that ward and make sure these people are okay. You're going to stand by here and let Maurice tell you that you can't go in there when the Reverend has told you need to be in there. What are you going to do, Carl? Thank you for joining us for Act 3 of The Yellow Death by Batu Bozoglu. And thanks to our sponsors, the Storytelling Collective. You can find out more on our website at miskatonicplayhouse.com. Join us on social media. The links are in the show notes. Until next time, when the curtain rises again.
Hi, my name is Fedra and I'm a player for the Miskatonic Playhouse and a founder of Stars Are Right. I'm recording this video fresh from having published my first ever scenario with the Storytelling Collective. It is called Good Vibes Only and you can find it online now. I'm really proud of this achievement because in the past I've struggled with going from conceptualizing to publishing a project within a reasonable time frame. The Storytelling Collective has helped me get that momentum I very much needed for this. It's also helped me with a lot of other things, including internalizing that ideas are cheap and we shouldn't get too attached to them, using the power of the community as a motivator, setting realistic deadlines and reasonable expectations for a project, and of course reminding me that a published scenario is better than a perfect scenario. So if you, like me, struggle with being more of an ideas person and run out of steam easily on long-term projects and just need that little push, I highly recommend the Storytelling Collective to get you to that finish line and past it within a month.